folks, we're still on Big Dukes, key of A, 5th fret. Let's see, Jimmy plays at 116, he plays this. Okay, let's try it again. Alright, so what's that? Once again, I'm going to repeat myself, but it's worth repeating. Same 4 notes. Flat 7 root, minor 3rd, 4th. 4 notes on those 2 strings, right? And look at what he's doing with them. He's playing lick number 1. Pretty much straightforward. Right? Sorry about that. Little string ringing. Okay, and then he follows it up. That's the minor 3rd hammer into the 4th, vibrato, then minor 3rd back to the root. Then he adds, right, minor 3rd, root, pull off to the flat 7th. Now, a little different, a little added on. Here's the little new thing. He goes minor 3rd hammering onto the 4th, and then back to the minor 3rd, but then he bends it up, folks, to the blue note. Right? This would be the major, this is the minor 3rd, this is the major 3rd, right? Pretty happy, right? Listen. Right? But he doesn't bend it that much. He's bending it in between these 2. That's the blue note. It's not even on the fretboard, right? It's the minor 3rd with a 1/4 step bend. Common move. You're hammering, and then you're playing the root. It's almost like you're slipping right into the root somehow. That little bend. It's like you're slipping into that. Which is funny because you're bending it up a little bit, a 1/4 note. You're actually going away from the root, but somehow it makes a smooth transition into the. Now he goes, once he does, and Jimmy plays the root. He plays 2 of them after this 1/4 step bend, the blue note. And he plays them steady, like, I think they're 2 downstrokes, I'm not sure. Then he plays minor 3rd, root, pull off, back to the root. You know, I haven't mentioned it, but on this scenario, you're bending the minor 3rd down away from the root string, I think, right? Because that 1/4 step bend, I'm bending it down towards the floor. And then I'm coming back to get it, that root with my 3rd finger. Because if you're bending up, you're bending it towards the root string, which is the D string. And it gets sloppy because now when your finger comes down, you have that string bent. And that's not the way to do it. It's like you're bending the string into the where you're going, and it gets kind of messy, I think. So you're bending it towards the floor, away from where you're going, see? And this finger comes on down on the root nice and clean with that string's out of the way because you bent it down towards the floor. Little vibrato on the end. yeah, something I noticed now. I figured I'd mention. When we did that other lick, fourth to the fifth, that goes up, right? And then you're bending this one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm bending that up. I'm bending it up, actually. I'm not bending it down. I don't have enough strength. Maybe guys can do it. Maybe I'm just not used to it. My muscle. I'm bending it up. Yeah, because I'm using, you can see it. This thumb is the anchor. It's like the pivot point to give enough strength for me to push it, towards the thumb. So, see that? So, on that particular lick, I didn't mention it at the time. But that one does go up. So, I guess, it's just something you got to look at. There's exceptions. But, getting back to this lick, it's definitely a cool one. You got the two phrases. The one lick number one, with that little, and then the other one. Okay, check it out. This is Big Duke's on the live cut of it's Chitlins Concardi. But for some reason, maybe copyright, they call it Big Duke's. The jam at Big Duke's. Big Duke's Jam or something like that. You can find it. Alright, so that's it with this track, this song. Had a bunch of lick number one all over it in subtle ways, right? Little this, little that. Okay, let's move on. We got more coming.